Hello again, everybody. Anthony reporting from Can Tho, Vietnam. It is August 14th. It's a Wednesday. And we're out on the town. What time is it? It's a little after 6. Probably 6:05 to 6:10, somewhere in there. My phone is tucked away in my bag, so I don't know exactly. This is one of the bridges that comes from our side. I'm actually on the Ninh Kieu side of the river, not on our side of the river. Hola, Troy. It's like I'm back in Paris, France. I see a lot of Eiffel Tower decorations around here. Well, I was saying this bridge goes over to our side of the river, but it's a different bridge than the one I walked on in the earlier videos. Our bridge is down there, and they both go towards where we live. It makes like a triangle shape because the river bends. Since the river goes this way and then it bends and turns that way, the other bridge, you can't see the bridge from this bridge because the river turns, so it's hard to describe with words. Let's head to the river and look at this new road and new walk that they've made just since we've been here. When I first brought Mara here in 2019, and then when I was here before in January 2012, for the year of the dragon back then, so it's exactly 12 years because the year of the dragon now also. The animals repeat every 12 years. Like our Western zodiac signs, there's 12, and we kind of affiliate them with the 12 months, but they have 12 also, but each one is affiliated for a whole year, and then it switches every year. Need some corn or some nuts or whatever that is. I don't know what that was. But yeah, this little busted up road from the river to get onto this main road but the road, what I was saying, this road down here that's on the river, the reason we knew it, this area well, is because the church where the nuns lived that took care of Mara when she was a baby back during the war, the orphanage is on this, facing the river, but that was just like a small gravel road. Kind of was pretty much like this, pothole ridden, and that was it right there between the river and the church complex. And now they've built this nice walkway, this nice river walk that I've walked on from all the way from one end to the next, and it goes pretty far down there. But yeah, this nice riverfront area, they've built this walk, but then also where that gravel pothole-ridden road was is a 4-lane paved road now. Here, do you want that? You want that goose? They no longer look seaworthy. Is this some kind of buoy or marker that was in the river or something? I don't know. Yeah, here's some other stuff that came out of the river, it looks like. I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, because you can see where the lights were on top. They probably replaced it with something new. Hello.
Hello, you're
Thank you. I'm gonna walk down that way. But yeah, this 4-lane road and this river walk goes really far down that way. Southwest maybe? I'm all turned around backwards. People are out here with the sun going down. They got their fishing poles. And there is the big Sheridan, the actual taller buildings, the downtown area is down there. So this is like not only the tallest building in the entire city, but it's the tallest. There's no other like super tall buildings down here, so it really stands out. Hello.
Hello.
But yeah, this neighborhood looks entirely different than it did when the road was how I described. Mara's video on coming from here, she's got some pictures from 1970, 71, 72, and you'll see exactly what this neighborhood looked like back then. But like I said, you don't have to go back that far. Just 5 years ago, this was just gravel and potholes. And now it's beautiful. These cafes come out and they set up their, see those chairs right there in front of the cafe? Or coffee billiards club. They come out and they set up chairs. This is a public walk, but that's how the businesses do that. They set up on the walk there, and then they come up and line their chairs all up and down out here. So if you sit out here, I don't know if you have to, in this situation, I don't know if you have to order in there and walk it out here yourself, or if you sit out here, if somebody will come wait on you. I don't know. Xin chào mọi người.
Chào.
And well, the wires are there. How about there? Can you see that cross? On top of the church there, that is where all the nuns lived. It's like a convent type training facility. And those are the people that took care of the orphanage back during the war. So they have this huge, they've got this complex here, and on the other side, the big road across from where the Jollibee is a Catholic church. And I think that the Catholic Church had all of the land between this and the church on the other side, and the orphanage is in the middle. but now it's a school. They've got like the government took that land and they built a school in there and some other stuff. So the orphanage isn't there anymore. Oh my, this is actually confusing. This is actually confusing to me because I haven't been over here since they opened this road. I haven't been over here since this was all construction and gravel, so. I'll come back. Yeah, I didn't even realize I was walking past the front gate. I thought there was a gate over there. But one of the issues when I brought Mari here in, like I said, 2019, there was a nice nun here that helped us, and she went to the police station and she did all kinds of work for us and helped us the whole time we were here. And her name was Gni, and she spoke great English, but all this Providence orphanage, this Providence shoot of the Catholic Church, I don't know, I'm not Catholic, so I don't know what to call it, but they're all based out of France. So when they do their training, they go to France, so they're all fluent in French. And now, since Gni isn't here anymore, nobody here was fluent in English, so we really couldn't communicate with them other than through Google Translate. Whatever little French I know isn't enough to communicate, and obviously we can't communicate in Vietnamese. But yeah, if you're fluent with French, you can come here. They all know, they're all fluent in French. I need to repaint this wall now that the rest of the street looks so nice. They need to repaint the outside of the wall of the grounds. Before it didn't look that bad because everything out here looked bad, but since it's super nice, next time we talk to him, maybe I'll come out here with a roller. No, that's a long wall. Like, that would take a long time. Xin chào mọi người.
Hello, freestyle.
The young guys are listening to their jams. Hello. Some of these clouds are pretty gray, but for the most part it looks, again, it just helps with the sun being down. Feels pretty good. Yeah, with the bend in the river, you get kind of confused on which direction you're facing. Because I'm used to, yeah, see that bank building over there with the yellow letters on top of it. Our house is on that street. That's what I mean when I said it kind of forms a triangle, because our bridge is over there and it goes straight into that downtown area. And then this bridge comes here and they both meet, both of those roads pretty much come together where that bank building is. I'm not sure if you can see the yellow and green. That's a big school. That's all around the area where Mara's orphanage was. And then down that road, if you go down that road, is where the Jollibee that was shown in other videos, and the church down there. You know, in fact, maybe I'm confused. But I think they added land and widened this. There wasn't room for this much road and this walking path, so they widened this and then put that walking area there. Because before, you came down that road and it turned that way. I don't think the road even came this way. That's why this church stuff here, I don't even know what it is. I've never seen it before, because that road came down and it just kind of turned that way in front of the Catholic area, and it went all the way down there under the bridge. Setting up their coffee shop on the corner. I don't know what that, I don't think that has anything to do with the, maybe it did at one time. I don't think it has anything to do with the Catholic Church over here. I guess if we ever come back out here, we'll talk to the nuns, we'll ask them about it. Yeah, where that, on that main road that goes over there, when you walk by that water tank, by that green building, it's really, really stinky. I don't like walking on that side of the road. So everybody, sun goes down, get out on the river. It's not a weekend. I mean, this is just people go out and spend time together 7 days a week like this. Because like I said, it's Wednesday. This isn't the Wednesday crowd. It's the same on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I guess Friday and Saturday, well, it's Sunday especially, it picks up. I hear voices coming from over there in the bushes. I don't want to know what's going on back there. I just saw a head look up at me pointing a camera that way. The top secret meeting of some organization going on back there. Maybe it's a cockfight or something, I don't know. Now they wouldn't be doing that in the dark. I'm sure YouTube will flag this video because of this music playing. Like I said a couple of videos ago, I don't know how the people at the algorithm at YouTube can't tell the difference between music added to benefit the video and music that's just playing in the background that you have no control over. Now this is the one spot, these walkways, this path that they've built down the river. It's so nice and so convenient, and you could walk forever on it. I've never seen those red and blue lights. Now that's our bridge there that we normally take. That's the one that I walked across in the other videos. But this walking path, like I said, you can get on it all the way down on the far end, and it just walks down the river, like seems like miles down that direction. But the question is, right here where the Sheridan is, it just ends. They have this path built up behind the Sheridan, also the Vincom Center the eyes burn out. But they've got these little, I guess the water is coming out into the river from these canals in the city. And they don't have, they've got the path built. I'm gonna see if I can raise this stick up as high as possible. Hey, there's somebody driving back there. Maybe if I walk back there, I can get to the main road and get around this. Yeah. Good, I'm glad I saw that motorbike. I was gonna have to turn around and go back to the main road, but I can go back there. But where the path just stops. And then they've got the path built behind the Vincom Center too, but it's not connected. And on the other side of the Vincom Center, there's another break to where you can't continue on this path. I've got a top secret alarm going off. What does that say? Oh. It's a little note about my nightly house chores, because I get wrapped up in my hobbies or reading or going down a rabbit hole on YouTube or watching a movie, and then I forget that I was supposed to take care of some stuff. But I'm not at home anyway, so we took care of whatever chores had to be done before we left the house today, so. Oh, I'm gonna get splashed. Let me back up and let this motorbike through. Thought for sure if I was trying to walk through here, I was gonna get splashed. So yeah, it would be convenient if you could use that walking path to get all the way to the mall over there, but like I said, they've got those breaks in it. I like to assume that eventually they'll be connected and you can just continue on the walking path, not have to come all the way to the street. We'll shut this down when I get in the Vincom Center. With the last 2 nights ending around this time at night, I just went into the Highland and had a coffee. Last night I may or may had a treat with my coffee. Don't tell Mara. And there's a Highland down here in the Vincom Center also. So I'll when I turn this off, I'll stop there and have a coffee too. Need the sausage. I know we walked through here going the other direction. Oh, there's that water tank. That's what I was saying. I guess it's a water tank. That whole stretch of land right there, when you walk by that fence, the stretch of that fence, it stinks so bad over there. That's why if we're walking in this neighborhood or on this street, I like to stay on this side of the road. Hello, baby. Hello. Now, with that short walk on the main road here, you need a balloon. There's Strawberry Bear. So with the Sheridan here, like I said, they do have that walking path behind us also. You know, we went in here once for the big expensive seafood buffet, and somebody told me there's other restaurants in there. There's more restaurants upstairs, but we haven't been back to check. I guess we ought to do that. In less than a month, we'll be heading back to Indiana. It's one of the reasons why I'm so busy right now, because I've got something I tried to do this year before we went to Indiana, and I just kind of kept putting it on the back burner, and now that I'm running out of time, I'm have to focus on getting it done. So here's that same walking path behind the river. There's some guys down here went fishing. Yeah, there's a corrugated metal barricade put up on this side also, so you can't go up the steps to go over. I guess that will be opened up eventually, so you can keep walking on here instead of having to walk all the way around. Not sure if this, you can see that little boat. Just two guys out in the darkness. I always forget this camera until I see it. I always forget the camera picks up more than I can see with the naked eye. So I barely could see those two guys in that boat, but on the camera they're showing up a lot better. And we got that guy was out dredging somewhere. He's got his shovel. And then here comes a big barge. All under our bridge. But it's time to circle around, meet somebody over at the coffee. Highland Coffee. We got the skateboarders. See if somebody can. Xin chào mọi người. They're not paying no mind to me. Down there's just like down on this side, like I said, they've got that walkway continues around. You can see where the lights are on the river. But then this only goes behind this white building here, and then it just stops again. And you got to try to go out into the town and figure out how to get back around to get back on the walkway. So somehow they need to connect it down there, and they need to connect it here so people can utilize it straight through. This is one of the cinemas here in town, is in the mall here, the Vincom Plaza. But one time we came to the movies and we didn't know, the mall wasn't open, but it's up on the 4th floor, so we weren't sure how we were supposed to get in there. How could you go to the movies? But there's a back door. It's not this dark in the middle of the day or in the early morning when the sun's coming up. Sun comes up for over there, so it's shining right on here. And here's the elevator. So in the middle of the night, or and during when the cinema's open, what I was trying to say, when the cinema's open but the mall is closed, this door is the only one open. But then that door just to this entranceway, so you can get on the elevator to go up to the movies. But that door on the other side is locked still, so you can't get into the mall. Live and learn. Until you do it the first time, you don't know exactly what to do. I remember we were walking around the mall, checking every door, trying to figure out how we were supposed to get inside. This is a nice restaurant based out of Hong Kong, and is our first meal in Kenta when we first moved here. Crystal Jade, because we ate that duck right there. Okay, I don't think it was that one exactly, but you know what I mean. See there's not one but two sushi restaurants down here on this side. But I'm gonna stick my head into the Highland Coffee here and see if my friends are in here, and then I will sign off. So let's go look. I don't see them. I thought I saw one of them from the back of their head, but that wasn't him. Oh, maybe they're outside. Maybe they're out front. I didn't know there was tables out here. Oh. I don't see them, so one more pass through. Maybe I missed them. Sinloy. Maybe I just missed them. They might be in the mall. They're just not here yet. Well, I use one of these trees for a backdrop. How about that? Well, there we go. That's Wednesday night, walking in Kenta, signing off from Kenta, Vietnam. I will see you tomorrow on the 15th, Thursday the 15th. I got something to take care of during the day. I'll take you there, okay? I'll see you then.